talking about ANSI Z9.5 a little bit more and talking about how that standard has changed now in the industry. One way around, avoiding that 3,000 feet per minute, if you want to, and if you don't want to take the manufacturer's recommendation, is through a wind-wake analysis. For those of you who don't know what that is, the wind-wake analysis is basically they take a mini 3D printed model fan and they place it, let's say, these fans are going into downtown Seattle, okay? With that, with that, they would take that 3D printed model fan and then they would create that 3D printed model layout, let's say of downtown Seattle. They would place that fan within that layout. And then from there, they would place this whole thing into a wind tunnel. In that wind tunnel, they would then rotate this whole layout. As they are rotating the layout, they are blowing some kind of colorful smoke up that 3D printed model fan and studying the effects of different wind speeds. Or I should say the effects different wind speeds has on the plume height. Okay. It sounds pretty complicated, and that's because it is. It's a great tool that's at everyone's disposal if you don't want to take the manufacturer's recommendation. What I will say, though, for the people that are aware that ANSI Z9.5 has changed, we tell them that they are more than welcome to go get a wind-wake analysis if we get any pushback on that 3,000 feet per minute. They go get a price for the wind-wake analysis, and once they see the price, they usually come back to Greenheck and they say, okay, we'll stick with 3,000 feet per minute. So it's a very accurate, tool at your disposal for sure, but it's definitely very, very expensive. Okay, and for larger jobs, there has been people that have utilized this, but for most jobs, a lot of people will just stick with that 3,000 feet per minute.